Welcome back. Tonight, we're going to take you through a quick tutorial, starting with the UI design, utilizing Google Stitch version 2, all the way through the deployment, utilizing Google Antigravity. So let's get started. First thing that you're going to do is go into Google Stitch. You're going to come into the prompt window here. You're going to write your prompt, or else you can utilize Gemini to help you build the prompt. So what I've done for the sake of time, I've already built the design, and I've got it over here. And we're going to click on it. We're going to choose focus. And let me explain what we're going to do here. For this simple app, we're just going to do a planner app, right? And so down here, I said, hey, let's do backlog, working on, completed. And then you'll notice it's got these little play buttons on the task. So when you hit play, it'll throw it in as a timer in here as deep work. It gives you a goal, and then it tracks your deep work metrics for the week, my vibe coding metrics over here. And so I've built this nice UI GUI interface. And so the process here is you go in and you tell it, hey, I want you to build me a planner, and you start going back and forth. One thing that helped me on this to choose my colors is I went down here and I choose website URL, and I put in www.jezdigital.com. It goes out there and it gets my exact colors, my orange and my blue, and it incorporates it in my design, as you can see up here. So what you'll do once you have the UI that you want, you'll copy the UI over to Google Gemini, and you'll write a prompt right here. Say, and the prompt is telling to write another prompt. So you copy and paste your image that you just created into Google Stitch. You bring it over here and say, write me a detailed prompt. I'm going to build this in Antigravity, right? And I want to use a Flutter plugin from Android Studio. I'm going to enable it to work in Mac OS, right? And then you give it specifics. I want to enable drag and drop between the columns. I want, details, 7-day chart. And then you give it and you say, be very detailed. So then what you got right down here, it builds the prompt that you're going to copy into Antigravity. So step 3 in this is we're going to now go to Android Studio and have it build our folder structure for us. So over here in Android Studio, we go to new Flutter project, and we're going to choose next. We're going to call it planner, and this is going to develop it in, like I said, Mac OS right here. Okay. And we're going to dump it into the test folder, and we choose create, and it's going to build the folder structure for us. All right. Piece of cake. So right there it is. It's built all the folder structure for us. So now all we have to do is go into Antigravity, select that folder, right? And let me show you how to do this. And we choose open, right? We're going to go into, for me, it's Studio Projects. Okay. It's under test, and we go to planner right there. So choose open. Now all we're going to do is switch to the agent manager. Okay. That's Command E on a Mac, like I have. Now you'll notice there's a bug in Antigravity. This is important to notice. It says start new conversation in what? We said planner. It's starting in habits. We don't want that. We want planner. So make sure this doesn't catch you, because the first time I saw it, it did. For some reason, it defaults to the last project you were in. Hopefully they fix that bug soon. But now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to that Gemini and grab that prompt we made. So let's go back to our browser, go back to Google Gemini. We'll bring that forward, right click on the prompt, copy that there, go right into Antigravity. We'll go into planning mode, right? Choose paste. No models selected. Here we go, loading models. That should have had the models already selected. So, so now what we're going to do, so that I don't tie you guys up. So all we're going to do after this is we're going to hit the play button, and we're going to let it run. So this, we're going to choose the Google Pro model, and then we're going to run it with that. And when we come back, I'm going to show you the finished product so that we keep moving this tutorial forward and we don't waste anyone's time. So I'll be right back, and we'll show you the first time that we run it within Android Studio, and let's see how it looks. I'm back. One thing I did fail to mention in the previous instance there was Besides copying your chat prompt over from Gemini, you also have to copy the image over that you did in Google Stitch version 2. So once you have that, you hit play, and I've already ran it for us, and here's the end result. Let's go to Android Studio. It's already completed it. You gotta make sure you're in the Mac OS desktop. Over here, you gotta hit play button, and it's gonna load it for us right here, and it's gonna run. And also in anti-gravity, make sure you are in the, let me show you that real quick. Besides this, make sure you are in the Gemini 3 Pro High. It performs the best there. You can run out of tokens here, but it's pretty generous in what the amount that it gives you. So let's go say where we are with this Flutter project. So here we go. I've got it here. It's got my backlog working on and completed. So looks pretty good. You hit the play button. So for your focus time, and you should see it running total over here. I'm already reached my goal. I set my goal for 60 minutes, pretty low. And here's your chart for your weekly vibe coding metrics. And then you can do things like drag and drop here, and then you've got that playing. You can stop that, or we can add a new task. Got a nice little pop up there. All right, we got different severities. We can go critical. We put the due date for tomorrow. Okay, choose. Oh, we didn't have a title for that, of course, but we choose add. So that might be something you want to make title mandatory. So this is test description, right? Here we go. SAP problem, we'll say it's critical again. Right now, its status is backlog. We'll give it to the 12th that we got to fix it. It's critical, but apparently not that critical. So, and then from there, all you got to do is drag and drop over. And there you go. You see this all the way up to over a minute on that task. We'll say we've now done with Flutter UI refactor and bring that over. And now you'll see the lines cross through it. Okay, and then we've also got the little settings here where we asked it, said, say, let us set a daily goal. We'll change that to 2 hours a day of deep work. Choose save and go back. And now our daily goal's been updated. Start the, you got the nice little scroll bar there. But look, we've got a vibe coded app. We went all the way really quickly from Google Stitch version 2. It's so much better than the old version on Google Stitch. To me, it's better than Figma. Definitely for the price, it's better than Figma. So, and then we've gone from there all the way once again to Gemini, created that prompt, brought it over to Antigravity, and now we're testing it in the Android Studio. Looks great. Drop a comment below, do a like and subscribe. Tell me what you guys want to see tomorrow. All right. Thanks for following along. Good night.